Hello, good morning, student. Welcome to week 3 for business analytics. This week topic is gonna be about the list function, and data validation. First of all, I want to explain about the list. If we look at the list in the Excel, the characteristic of the list is gonna be the column with the header. And usually, if you have good list of the data, it should have no empty cell, and we use the list to store the data. Let's take a look at the example of the list. This is example of the list. You have a name, you have item that they purchase, and you have month that they come to the shop, something like that. You can see the data with the header. So this is the example of the list, and we are going to working with the list. We will learn how to sort the list, and you will learn how to do multi-level sorting, and then custom sorting, auto filter, subtotal, format list as a table, so that we can work. You can get the table function, and we can identify and remove duplicate. Okay, so that's all the topics that we are going to work with the list. Let's dive right into Microsoft Excel file. Okay, the first topic is sorting the list. We look at the file and we go to the sheet employee record. If you don't see it, you can go to somewhere here and you can right click and you can click employee record. It's gonna take you to this sheet, because there are many sheets inside this file. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to do sorting. If you never done it before, you have the example of the list with this is employee record, and you have the header on the top. You can go to the data tab, and then you can, if you want to do sorting, you just click anywhere in the list and you go to the data, and you can like sort A to do the data sorting, like by the last name is going to be alphabetically in order, okay, from A to C. So this is the first step. You can do the sorting. If you want to do sorting by uh, first name, you can go like this, and it can be sorting by your first name. Okay, it depends on where you click, the column that you click. If you want to get back to the last name, you can click last name, go to the data, and do the sorting from A to C. You're gonna have A, B, C like this. That is the first sorting that we learn. The next thing is sometimes we have last name, the same last name. You see two people have the same last name, right? And you want to sort the last name first and then sort the first name. You can do like multi-level, 2-level. Okay, you can click like this, and then you can go to data, and you can have click the sort, and you can add more level, like first thing that it's gonna sort by last name from A to C, and then you want to add sort this first and then sort by this, sort by first name, and then from A to C. You're gonna get 2-level. Okay, you can see that. Okay, this is already sort by last name, right? And then let's see, you have these people. Cooper, name is Linda, and you see Kovic. This is the same last name, right? And this is gonna be Judy before Rob. As you can see, same as here. If you look at the Berwick, have Berwick, last name Berwick have two, right? Have Elaine and Sam. Elaine must be before Sam because you sort this first and then you sort this. Okay, so this is what we call multi-level sorting. Okay, student, next topic is the next topic is gonna be about custom sorting. Okay, for custom sorting, I'm going to look at I'm go to here and then I click and right click and then I find another file, another sheet, sorry, flyer 2015. You're gonna have month, year, cost, item, and buyer. Okay, if we want to sort, we want to find out the cost of each month. If we go to the data and we do like sorting like A to C, it's gonna be, it's gonna be by alphabet, but it doesn't make any sense, right? Because you want to make the data going like chronologically, that means in the time sequence, not just by the alphabet. It's not make sense, right? So what you do, you're gonna go to data and you go to uh, sort, and then you sort by month, and the order you want it to go to custom list, and then you go to choose January, February, March, right? So this is what you want it by the sequence, and then you click OK. You can get the sequence of the month, right? From January to November. So this is what you want. This is how you use custom list. Okay, so sorry, this custom filter that we gonna use it, and you can also do something else, right? You can perform. Next topic is gonna be about auto filter, right? The auto filter. We go back to the file. We can see that. Let's say if we want to see just only March 2015, we don't want to see too many data. We just focus on March 2015. What can we do? We can go to the data and we can go to filter. So you can see like this one. And then you can click this and it's gonna show all the item in the list, and you deselect this one and you select them for March. Only you can see the data for only March, right? So this is how you use auto filter. Very easy. And if you want to clear it, you just go to back this one and then just click this and go back to the same original data. Okay, so that is about auto filter and custom sorting. Okay, students, the next topic is about subtotal. We can go to the file, subtotal file, okay, the sheet, this sheet, and then you just select subtotal, and then you move to here, and you can see things like this. Okay, so in this case, so this is already grouped by salesperson. So this data is telling you about the salesperson and the product that they sell, right? And how much for unit, how many unit and price per unit, and then this one multiply this one become this one. Okay, so this is the record. Each record for the sale that made by this person and already grouped by person. Anyway, you let's say you want to change this by grouping, and you want to see subtotal group by the product, not by the salesperson. What can you do? Okay, you want to subtotal sales into group of product. First of all, what you need to do is you need to go to this one and you just do data sorting. Very simple data sorting. You can see that this is gonna group by the product, right? And if you add one line here, you can put like subtotal, and then you can sum out here. You can do it manually. Some of you, if you never learn, if you are not intermediate Excel user, you just use it manually. You just add one line, and then you just create subtotal, and you sum all of this, and this is gonna be, it's gonna be the sum of chocolate chocolate chip, right? But we don't want to do that because we are intermediate Excel user. We want to be better than just do it manually. Okay, you just click and then you go to subtotal, and once you do it, and it's gonna pop up with this one, and then you use function sum, right? And add subtotal to sale. And then if you click OK, what you're gonna get something like this, right? So this is, you don't have to do it manually. The reason why you learn this subject because you want to learn shortcut, you want to be better, you don't want to be slow Excel user. You know, this is total sale for each for each subcategory, like fudge brownie, chocolate chip, strawberry. You can see this, and you can see there are 3 levels that make for you. If you click one, it's gonna sum all the sales, that the total sales, and you click 2, you're gonna have see the product, and you click 3, it's gonna have all the level, right? And let's say level 2, you don't want to see the chocolate chip in detail. You just click minus sign, and you can see that. You can break down, you can get back. Okay, just play around with it. This is very useful functions. Okay, student, the next topic we're gonna format the data as a table. So we can have table function, and we can identify and remove duplicate. First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the employee record, and then from this file we want to find we want to change the list to the table. Okay, we go to home tab, and we can format this list as let's say, if we want to see this format, and it's gonna ask my table has header and the cover selected cell, right? And we click OK, and we can now our list become data table, so you can work with when you select it, the table, you can see that you can okay, the reason why I convert it into the table, because you can see on the top here, once we create it as a table, we can see is the table tools up here, and we can click design, and we can have some function to work with, like like this one gonna summarize the total row, how many rows that do we have, something like that. Okay, so and also we still can be able to work with the data. Let's say now we change this to, because we want to make the table become beautiful and easy to read it. We want to find the next thing that I want to do, where I want to find the duplicate data. Duplicate means the copy of the data. If you look at the employee, you should go to look at it should have only one row, should have one ID, right? It shouldn't be more than one, because this is unique ID number. So what you have to do for the data, you have to check for the ID if is there any cell or any row with the empty ID has duplicated data. So okay, student, we left off with we want to find duplicated data, right? We have this data and we want to find the duplicate. You can go to home and you can select all the data first. You just have to use Control Shift and then right arrow and then down. Select all the data, and then you go to home and you use conditional formatting to find the duplicated value. You can see that there are, let's see this, there are lots of duplicated data, right? And duplicated data with the last name. If we use this function, we can see duplicated data with last name with the same first name flank. But that is not what we usually want to find, right? And so this is the one that I want to find. So is there any duplicated data for ID? In this case, there is no duplicated data for ID, so no need to remove because this data is already clean, right? Except that if you have duplicated data, that means the employee ID, same ID have twice or more than one time, so that you have to remove it. Okay, so this case, just make sure that we don't have duplicate data. So if we check that there is no duplicate data, we just go to conditional formatting and we want to clear our room from selected cell or entire sheet. So we just want to clear it from everything so that we can keep this to work, because we already checked there is no duplicate data.